Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to look at 5 top coins for the real world assets which I think could be a pretty good hold, and I think these coins does have a potential and they could actually 2x or even 5x or even potentially 10x from here. So of course, first of all we have Ondo Finance, and this one is the biggest and I think it will even do better than this one in the future. So first of all, let's look at the recent news that it has. So they actually partnered with EtherFi. So EtherFi is actually one of the staked Ethereum solutions. So they have around 600 million in their staked ETH, and we have EtherFi itself market cap is around 400 million. After that, they actually build, or they are actually they have actually become the largest treasury tokenized fund, which is this one, which is OUSG, which is actually it provides exposure to short-term US treasuries. And if you look here, the significant majority of this portfolio as of now is BlackRock's USD institutional digital liquidity fund, which is Pendle, like hodl. So after that, if you look at their news, the biggest news around this one is actually it is now instant 24/7 365 minting and redeeming for OUSG, which is a pretty big thing. It lowers minimums for the instant transaction, and which I think will be pretty big for them as well. So they actually announced this on a May 3rd, and it has been growing ever since. After that, they actually partnered with a ZBack network, which is a T-pin and raw payments network with over 238k following, which is a pretty massive. It is bigger than Ondo Finance in terms of their Twitter. So after that, if you look at the April's monthly updates, we have around, they actually became the biggest one in terms of US treasury, as you can see here. USDY actually surpassed 200 million market cap, which was pretty big. So they also partnered with the Cosmos ecosystem through Noble, which is pretty big as well. So they also expanded their Ondo ecosystem with the partnerships Noble, Fiona. We also have Legend Enterprise, which is massive. We have Spare Labs and Polytrade. So they have been doing pretty awesome. So they were also at the Dubai token 2049 event, which was pretty big for them. Beside that, if you look at their TVL has actually gone crazy. As you can see, it has been increasing ever since, and I think this is a pretty good, and I think this will eventually hit even 1 billion in the future, because there is a big market opportunity for the real world assets, and as of now it has been growing rapidly. So the only problem with the Ondo Finance is their token. So if you look here, we have a pretty massive unlock coming in around 251 days. Of course, it's way far back, but still I think this is going to be a problem. So if you are a holder of Ondo, I think the coin is safe to hold till it is safe to hold in 2024, but after 2025 we'll see a lot of sell pressure. So in January of 2025 we have unlocks coming up from the private investors and from the protocol development. So I think the important thing we have to look at are the private investors. So they will get around 322 million Ondo tokens, which is a pretty massive amount. So if we look at the investors, they actually raised around 34 million total, out of which we have Series A and seed round. In the seed round we have Pantera, we have Genesis, which could be a problem. We have Digital Currency Group as well. So I think we'll see a pretty good sell pressure. And in the Series A we have Coinbase Ventures, which is a pretty good. We also have Pantera as well. So we also have Tiger. We even have GoldenTrail Asset Management. So I think we will see a lot of sell pressure in the January of 2025. So it may not be a good idea to hold Ondo coin after 2025. So I think this is the biggest problem for the Ondo, but I think this is a pretty good coin to hold in 2024, and I think we could actually hit I think we could actually end up hitting $4 or even $5 in 2024, and after that I think we'll see a pretty good correction from the Ondo. So as of now, if we look at its price, I think the coin itself is actually trying to break out from this downtrend, and it actually did try to break out here, but unfortunately it was not able to do it. So If we look at the 4-hourly chart, I think if we do end up breaking out from this point, we are heading towards potentially $1 or even $2 if it does go up. So as of now, its market cap is around 1.1 billion, and I think this one does have a potential to hit at least 2 or 3 billion before August or even September. So I think we do have a potential here. So I think we'll have to wait for it to pump, but I think this coin is a pretty good one. But if the market does make a correction, let's just say that the BTC starts going down, so I think we do have a pretty good entry point. And the first one I'm looking at is around 65 to 61. That is pretty awesome. If it does not stop there, I think we do have just a second. I think if it does not stop there, I think we do have a pretty good entry point around 41 to 38 is a pretty massive entry point, and which could be pretty good as well. If not, I think we could actually enter around 49 to 44 as well. So this was it for the Ondo coin, and I think this will most likely do good, and as of now it is trying to break out, and if it does break out, I think we are heading towards $1. So after that we have OriginTrail or the track. The coin is called TRAC track. So this one is a pretty big one, and I think this one has a lot of potential, and it could easily hit 1 billion market cap. That means we actually could end up hitting $3 or even higher than that. The reason being is that this coin is a multi-purpose coin, so it is in the AI narrative as well. We have a metaverse, we have interoperability, we have real world assets, we have a deepen, we have decentralized finance. So if you look at their partners, we have a Walmart here as well, we have a Google, we have a Oracle, we even have I think this is Europe, so we even have a BSI. So they have a pretty good partners. So if you look at its utility, it's in the supply chain, it is in the life science and healthcare, it is in the construction, it is in the scientific researcher, as well as metaverse and gaming. So this one is a pretty big one. So their solution is actually decentralized knowledge graph, and I think which is a pretty massive one. So their roadmap is actually pretty good as well. So they if we look at their ecosystem, it is also one of the biggest one, and it has been growing slowly. So I think that is pretty awesome for them. If you look here, this is a pretty massive ecosystem, and I think this is a pretty good one. These are only their highlighted partners. So if you go to the government section, they actually have partnered with various governments, as you can see here. If you look at the implementation, they have actually done various implementations. Even the award and recognition is a pretty massive. If you look at ecosystem tools and resources, they also have a pretty good ecosystem tools and resources. We also have standards, as you can see. We even have infrastructure. After that, we have institutional supports. They also have Trace Alliance, which is the biggest alliance in the crypto industry, one of the biggest one at least. We also, so this is the last one. Still, they have pretty massive ecosystem, and I think it has been growing ever since. So I think this coin could actually end up hitting $3 in the future, and as of now, if you look here, it has been in the pretty good downtrend ever since hitting $1.5. So I think as of now we are in the downtrend, and if we do end up breaking this downtrend, it has been trying to break this downtrend, but of course it has not been successful as of now. So if we do break this downtrend, I think we are heading towards $1 or even 1.2. If not, I think we could easily go to $1 here. If not, we can go actually 1.3. So this one is still this also has a pretty strong community, so there is a lot of hype for this coin on the Twitter, which is a pretty good. But if it does go down here, I think we have a pretty good entry around 66 to 65 cent. If not, 49 to 42 cent is a pretty awesome entry. So this coin is more like for a long-term hold. So I think if we are able to get entry around 66 to 65, if not around 49 to 42, which will be pretty awesome. If not, if we are able to enter around just somewhere around 27 to 25, that will be pretty awesome entry for this coin as well. So this coin is more of like, for me, a long-term hold. So I'm not really expecting to hit $3 anytime soon, but if I think by 2025 or by 2025 we could actually end up seeing the $3 point, and if we look at supply, it has most of the supply in the circulation, which is pretty awesome. So looking at the Goldfinch, I think this one is a pretty awesome project. So I did cover it when it was trading around $1.5, so you can check that video out as well if you are interested into that. So as of now, this one is actually in the correction, and I think this one is a pretty interesting project, and this one actually could hit even $10 in the future. So the reason being is that it is actually the real yields instead of any other. So basically real yields from the real companies. Stop worrying about the crypto money game, start lending your USDC to real business worldwide. So actually we have real businesses actually getting or borrowing the tokens, or sorry, also borrowing the USDC, which is why it is a real yield. So as of now, if you look at the protocol itself, they have actually over 55 million loans paid, which is a pretty massive amount, and they have around 73 million in active loans. So as of now, total loss rate is around 2.81, which is not that massive. So the only problem with this coin as of now is that as for 3 years, its supply is kept around 114 million. After that, they do have plans to actually increase the supply, but we don't have anything on that as of now. So it is up to the community to decide and see if there will be any increase in supply. But as of now, we don't have any increase in supply, which is pretty good. So I don't think we have to worry about that as of now, but still it is something you have to keep in mind. So if we look here, they were actually also available on the Grayscale, and this is a public blockchains and tokenization revolution update from the Grayscale, and we have GFI around at the third, which is a pretty good one. So if we look at its market cap, it's around 285 million. So I think this could actually end up hitting at least 600 million or even 1 billion in the future, because as of now it is the project itself, it does have an actual yield behind it. So I think that is a pretty massive for this one. So if we look at its coin, as of now it is in the correction, so I think we do have a pretty good entry point around here. If we are able to get entry around 2.7 or 2.29, it will be a pretty massive. And as of now, I think it actually is in the downtrend, and if we do see a breakout from here, we could actually hit $6 or even $5 in the future. But as of now, it seems to be in the downtrend, and I think we'll most likely reject here. If not, I think we could actually be heading towards 4.5 or even higher than that. So you have to keep in mind. So this downtrend could be pretty strong, but as of now, there seems to be a lot of hype around Goldfinch, because it actually did a pretty good recovery from 2.6, and it's trading around $4 as of now. So if we do break this downtrend, I think we could be heading towards $6, if not even higher than that. So still we do have a pretty good entry point around just a second, we do have a pretty good entry point around 1.8. So if we are, this one is also for a long-term hold, so if we are able to get entries around here, I think we could be onto something. So I think it is better to wait for this coin to go around 1.8ish or $1.4, which could be a pretty good entry point for this coin. So in terms of Propy or the Pro coin, of course this one is in the real world assets as well as real estate. So this one I think does have a potential. So I did actually discuss this a while back, I think 2 or 3 days ago. So I'll just include that clip, so you can check that out as well. So another coin we have is called Propy, and the token is called Pro. It has a market cap of around 170 million as of now, and its supply is around 57 million in the circulation, and its top max supply is around 100 million, as you can see here. So this one is a real world assets play in the real estate marketplace. So they have a marketplace called they have their marketplace, which is actually pretty good, as you can see. So they have various features here, so I won't be going into the deep because I have already covered this coin. But they actually released their roadmap, which is a big thing. So if you look here, they in a Q3 they have new quest on Coinbase, which I think will be pretty big for them. They are also planning a partnership with a major brokerage, so which will be, I think, pretty big. So they also have something called social features, decentralized profile, and something else coming in on the platform, I think, which could be also big for them. So they also are planning first instant crypto loan protocol for real estate NFTs, partnership with a government enterprise, real world assets era through a partnership with REIT, and we also have various things coming up for them, and I think that will be pretty big for them. So this coin does seem to have a pretty good potential, but buying as of now, of course, is a not good idea, because this coin is in the downtrend. If you look here, this high never got broken here, so I think we are in a downtrend, so it will actually make highs and come down. So I think we'll have to wait for a proper entry for this coin. So of course, the first entry I'm looking at, I think, just a second, so it does not seems like we have so I think the first entry which I am looking at is probably somewhere around here, around 2.5 to 2.4. It is a riskier entry, but I think that is a pretty good entry for the DCA. If not, I think we do have a pretty good entry around at this demand zone, which I think will be retested pretty soon, which is around 2.1 to $2. If not, I think we'll have to wait for a proper entry below here. So the third entry I'm looking at is around 1.6 to 1.5. If not, I think we'll have to wait for around 1.2 to $1. If not, I think we'll have to actually wait for it to get below $1, which is, I think, pretty good, around 0.9 to 0.97 to 90 cent, pretty good. After that, we do have a pretty good entry around below here, around which is 76 to 65, and if it does go even below than that, I will actually cover it again. So I think this coin is a pretty good one, because it is in the real estate, and they actually released their roadmap, which looks pretty promising, and I think this coin could actually pump and end up hitting $5 or even $10 in the future. So I think this could actually get a market cap of around, if we look at its market cap in the peak, actually it did hit around, I think, 240 million or even around that. So I think this could actually go to $500 million market cap, which means it will probably hit around $6 to $7 in the future. So that is a big possibility for this coin. So after that, we have a Maple Finance, and I think this one still does have a lot of potential, and as of now it's trading around 100 million market cap, and I think this one could actually hit as high as 200 or even 400 million market cap. If you look at its next market cap, it has actually hit around 300 in the future, so I think that could actually still happen again. So we have around 3x potential here. So one of the reasons why I think this will do pretty good, if you look at their TVL, it has been growing ever since, so that is a pretty awesome. So it has been slowly increasing and it has been going up, which is pretty good. In terms of their other stats, if we look here, this is their actually stats. As you can see, they have been actually going up as well. We have pretty good growth here. We also have monthly revenue increasing each month. As you can see, we did go down in April, but I think it has been doing pretty awesome. So as you can see, the monthly protocol revenue has been going up. So these are the pool APYs which have been going up as well. So I think that is pretty good. We may see even more users coming in. We also have Maple outstanding USD. As you can see, it has been going up as well. We have loans outstanding day. It has been actually increasing day by day. We have so various factors do lead the big growth in terms of my opinion. So I think we'll probably see a pretty good growth in the future as well. So I will just go over its price and see what is going on here. So this is from my previous video when it was trading around here. So I think I did say that we had a pretty good demand zone around here. So it actually tested around this demand zone, and after that we had a pretty good pump after hitting $11 to $10, as you can see, and we are again in this demand zone. So I think if it does hold this level, we are probably heading towards, so I think if we don't hold this level, we are probably heading towards 11 to 12.5. that is a pretty good entry point for this coin, I think. If not, if the BTC does even go down, I think we are heading towards 9 to 5 or even 8.58. If not, after that we do have a pretty good support around 8.52. after that we have 6.84. so as of now, I think the max we can go is actually around $8, but if we do go around $6, which is a pretty awesome entry for this coin in my opinion. So in terms of its potential, I think we could actually hit $30, even $40 in the future. and I think that is a very much possible, because as of now, if we look here, we actually have been going down ever since hitting 200 million market cap. So I think we still need to retest this level, and if we look at its growth, it has been growing slowly, and once I think the hype for the hype for the raw or RWAs actually comes back, I think this coin will start pumping again as well. So this was it for the video. Of course, we do have more. We have Polymesh, we have Mantra, we even have Pendle. Pendle is a pretty awesome project, and we still have a lot, so I actually cannot cover them all in this video. So you can actually check the Pendle as well, which is a pretty awesome. We even a Mantra, which is a pretty awesome as well. I have not looked at XPDC, but I'm not sure about this one, because I have not actually did my research on this one. But the Polymesh is also pretty good. We also have Centrifuge, which is an interesting project as well, and Chromia is interesting as well. So this is also a metaverse and gaming coin as well. So after that, we have Propy, which is a pretty interesting as well in my opinion, because they do have, I think, the stable coin, if I'm not wrong. So after that, we have Alliance Block and Extra, which is a pretty awesome. It is a pretty good community behind it as well. So after that, we have Opulus or Opal, which is for the music, and the RWAs, which I think have a music NFTs and something like that, which is a pretty awesome. We even have a Boson protocol, which is a pretty interesting one. We have a Lena, which is an interesting one as well. So we also have Polytrade. This is also a pretty good project as well. So we still have a lot of projects in this category, and I think this category will grow even more in the future. So I think this category has a lot of potential, and I think this could be a pretty good, this category will have a pretty good growth in the future as well. So this was it. I hope you like the video. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.